Hey, what's happening, everybody? Like I said previously, as I have yet to replace this phone, I had to turn my phone around, so I don't know whether you all can see my face. I hope that you can. However, I wanted to come on here today and talk about two commonly misstated, misunderstood, and misinterpreted terms. Those two terms start with an S, and those terms are simp and subservient. Now, when I say simp, it's like traditionally the way when I first heard the word simp, took it to mean that someone who did something for the favor, notably a male who did something for the favor of an unappreciative woman. Not a woman who appreciates what that particular male is doing for that woman. A simp is someone who is either so naive or just doesn't necessarily care, or is like Jesse Jackson would say, keeping hope alive that he will somehow attain the affections and the adoration of this person by doing certain things that might sometimes make him appear devalued in the presence of other men. um, People tend to use this term like if nowadays, I should say, and I hate to sound like that old guy, but they tend to use this term nowadays as if it's any man who does something for the benefit of a woman who they are not getting sex from, or I guess I don't know, whatever type of favors or performing whatever duties. And that is not necessarily the case. Um, there's a certain instinct inside the hearts of some men where they want to feel as if they have domain, or I should say, are able to protect, to preserve something, or be a guardian for people, or notably family, or associates. And in that practice, when you see an associate, or whether it be a man, woman, or child. Now, once again, I have to iterate child. Now, I'm not saying that any man should try to take the place of the duties that a natural born father should do. But if you ever see a child in need, no matter if you're trying to no matter if you're trying to have sex with that woman or not, you should be able to, you can go in and pull out a dub, by an eighth or whatever, or a drink or whatever, a fifth or something, you sacrifice for the benefit of others. But you want to feel like you're a hero. Sometimes you don't want to feel like a broke, useless male, a bum, a bum all the time. I don't. It seems like I'm getting a little cadence of the pastor down south. But let me get back to the point I'm making, because my time is limited. The other term is subservient. Subservient term that is notably quoted from the tome, the scripture, the papyrus of the Bible. Subservient doesn't necessarily mean slave. Now, this is a term when you're building. We all know how black folks are about building. When you're building a structure and you're building the flooring, there's something that's called the subfloor. The subfloor is what adds support or sustains the floor above it, which is normally the floor that everybody looks at and appreciates and adores. Subservient is not slave. A subservient is someone that can delegate law. Let's put it in terms that we can understand. The race soldiers, the police, are subservient to the government. In all intents and purposes, the police force could overtake the government, but they have their role, and that role is subservient to the government. But yeah, subservience and simp. A lot of people, you got to be careful. These are terms that can be utilized and abused by both the masculine and the feminine, the matriarch and the patriarch. and they could be used to each other's benefit. Subservient, you ain't got to, subservient don't mean run your woman and, tell her what to wear and all this, that, and the third. If you really want true subservience, if you really want that support, that subfloor to your structure, to your floor, you got to be kind. Of course, a man is his instinct is to rule, but be kind in your authority. Be fair, be gentle in the application of the hand. But yeah, I just aspire to speak. Peace and love. I'm at the plantation. I'm subservient to this paycheck. Peace and love.